to this day, still now, if you look at men, many of them are still trying to conquer the world one way or another. Why did you start this podcast?
Attention, make a bit of money.
Conquer the world.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, right? Why does the CEO work 15 hours a day for some fucking conglomerate while the women don't want to work that much, or they'll work hard but they want to also have a life outside of work? Why do men give up their lives for work? Is it just for money, or is it because they feel important and they feel like they're conquering? This is what I'm saying. Men have that drive inside of them. And this is since the dawn of human time. Why did I fight? Why did men climb Mount Everest? Why did the Romans melt rocks, make swords, and walk in random directions to find somebody, anybody, to fuck them up and take their stuff? This is who we are. So this is what men always were, and I think now that's got to be redefined. Obviously, we want to live in a peaceful society now, right? We can't just run around with swords. So a lot of the male instinct to conquer Earth is financial. I think this is why men work so hard. This is why men are so obsessed with money. When I hire people, I have no interest in whether they have a degree or not. What I actually care about is how greedy they are and how motivated they are. If I sit and say to someone, how much money do you want to make? And they're like, oh, I want to make this much money. I was like, what would you buy? I don't really know. No, I'm not hiring you. What do you want to make? I want to make this much. Okay, that'd be hard. What are you going to spend it on? I want this 911 Turbo. I've already spec'd it. This is the 911 Turbo I want. I want a house here. This is where it's going to be. Here's the boat I want. I want this, this, and this. I want 4 girlfriends. I want to be able to pay for them all. I want baby mamas. I want a second house. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want this. He describes it in detail. Okay, he wants money. This guy, oh yeah, it'd be nice to have some money. You're a loser. You're born to lose. I knew what I wanted when I had shit. I was speccing cars I couldn't afford for fucking my whole life. Adding options and shit I'd never be able to pay for, ever.
100%, yeah.
That was me. If I could just get this one.
In the little room,
Bro. Yeah. That was the game. I always knew exactly what I fucking wanted. People don't even know what they fucking want. Amateurs. Go be greedy as fuck. I think every man is born with the motivation to, in one form or another, conquer the world. And I think that's why it doesn't matter if you do it in a corporate sense. It doesn't matter if you do it in a physical sense. I've done it in every sense. It doesn't matter. I mean, this is the same drive. The reason the Romans melted rocks, made swords, walked in random directions, and killed anyone they could find. They didn't have Google Maps. They didn't email those guys and find out they're bad guys. They didn't give a fuck. They're like, well, let me just go over here and take this from them. Because there's something warrior, there's an instinct inside of men that make you want to conquer. This is the reason why more CEOs are men. They go, it's the gender pay gap. No, a man will sacrifice his life for his work in a way that most females won't, because they see it as a form of conquest. It's the reason I enjoy to fight. It's the reason that some men like having so many women. It's the world, it's conquering. There are people like me who wake up and think, fuck it, I want more. Don't give a shit. I already have everything I could ever think of. I already have enough money to buy everything I could ever dream of. I can't even think of anything on the planet I want. Don't care. I want more so I can take it from others. There are people like me that exist, and you have to compete against people like me. It's player versus player. So when I say lazy, my entire life is work. And when I say that, people think that's depressing. No, it's not. It's not depressing. I love it. Every single thing I do is work. When I go to the gym, it's so I'm in fantastic shape, so I can call everyone a brokey, and they don't want to come up to me on the street because they know I'll fuck them up. Work. When I come here and do a podcast and have a nice conversation with you gentlemen, work. I'm making money in between, work. When I'm it's work. So that when me and her go to the club, she behaves herself with all the other girlfriends around because she knows Big D. You understand? It's all work. Life is work. Existence is work. If I'm awake, I'm working. Every single thing I do is conscious. It's all done on purpose. Now, we're going to finish this podcast. I don't know what you guys are going to do afterwards. But you could certainly film 10 podcasts in a row if you wanted to, but you won't because you're fucking lazy. You just have to do things. Get up and actually try, actually work. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop being a lazy loser. Stop being an idiot. Stop scrolling garbage and actually try, and you can have it. The universe is full of blessings. Let me explain to you how the universe works. The universe has this big bag of blessings. It's full of it. And it's sitting there going, let me find somebody who works hard and deserves blessings, and I'll get some blessings out the bag and give it to them. And the reason the bag's so full is because nobody works hard enough to deserve it. It's like walking around with all this charity money and you can't find a single charity that actually helps people and feeds people. They're all just corrupt garbage. The blessings are endless. It's all waiting. They want to give it to you. The universe wants to give you everything you've ever desired. The problem is none of you deserve it because none of you try. It is waiting for you to actually put some effort in so that you light up like a light bulb as, hey, God, universe, I'm actually trying my best. I haven't missed a single gym session. I'm not being lazy. I'm not being stupid. I'm not lying. I'm not snaking my friends. I'm not scrolling social media. I'm not being a dork. I'm not jerking off. And then all of a sudden they'll come along and give you everything you've ever wanted. Feeling depressed is real, but being a depressive or having depression is something else. I accept that if I do feel depressed or I do feel sad or I do feel negative, which is actually very rare for me, but if it does ever happen, I understand I'm human and it's an emotion I'm going through and it will pass. People who have depression believe that they have a disease that can't be fixed and can't be cured. You are handing your power away. You're giving your power to an outside source and you're saying that I have no control over this. It doesn't matter what situation you're in. You need to at least believe you have some degree of control. When I say depression isn't real, I'm not saying you don't feel depressed. I'm saying that you can fix it. It's not a disease that you caught from the sky. You can fix it by taking control of your own mind. Listen, I'll tell you right now, I don't know how to fly a plane. I don't know. But if I was in a plane and it was crashing and I was sitting in the pilot's chair, I would still hold on to the fucking gear stick or joystick or whatever it's fucking called. I'd hold on to it and try and move. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, I'd try and get some control over the scenario. I'm not going to give up, put my hands in the air and crash into a mountain. I would try and do something. I'm not the guy who relinquishes all his control to outside forces. When people say to me, this bad thing happened to me, I say, good. That's my instant response. This girl left me. Good. I lost all my money. Good. What do you mean good? Good. This is your chance to take all of that negative emotion, all of those building blocks, and turn yourself into a man that prevents these bad things happening to them ever again. Now, of course, you have to have the agency to do that. You're right. If you're going to be broken by it, then you're going to fail. But bad things are certainly a blessing. I believe that's how God teaches. I would actually argue that men only learn through pain. I think we only learn that way. I don't think men know how to learn the easy way. I said to my dad, look, I can't be as good at chess as you can. I don't think I can do this. And they say, well, you could. But belief is a huge part of it. So if you don't believe you can, then what else are you going to do? Because I remember telling him I didn't want to play chess anymore. He said, that's fine. But you're not going to not play chess and fucking watch TV. You play chess for 6 hours a day, so you need to come to me with a plan for 6 hours a day, son. What are you going to do with your life? And I chose fighting because I said, listen, chess is one-on-one competition without luck, without a team, no ball, no wind to blow the ball on the net. What if I fight? I said, okay, I respect that. You can be a fighter. So he wasn't trying to force me to do anything, but he was a very regimented individual, and that's who he was. And I had so much respect for him, and he was my superhero. I wanted to be like my dad. And even from a very young age, even if you were to Google up my dad, Emery Tate, and look in the chess community, they called him E.T. for Emery Tate, but also E.T. like the alien because he was a bit strange. But the way he played chess was so unorthodox that sometimes he had some spectacular losses, but sometimes he had some spectacular victories against some of the top players in the world. So everyone was scared of him because he played with such recklessness that he was like, oh, it's blitzkrieg. If you get through it, you survive, you get to beat him. But when it's coming hard and the heat's on, he destroyed some grandmasters so badly that they took like a year away from tournaments, like genuine like embarrassment. That's how he played. So nobody wanted to play my father because it was a risk, right? Because he's only top 200 in the world, but he's smoking top 10. Sometimes he loses, but sometimes he'll fucking take your head off. So he was an anomaly. So whenever I went to a chess tournament, they're like, Tate's here, Tate's here. There's always the rumbles and, oh, Tate's here, fuck's sake, Tate's here, Tate's here. So the name was always feared. And I think that was part of it for me. I wanted, when I turned up to a fight event, Tate's here, Tate's here. I want my name to mean something, right? I want it to mean something like, and that was always very important to me. And I was just told, look, you want your name to matter, then you have to go make it matter. It's not going to matter by default. Depression is used by the elites to keep the poor people oppressed. It's another mind trick. You're all sad. It's okay. You can't help it. You're all sad. You can't help it. It's bullshit. You can't tell me I'm fucking sad, and you can't tell me I can't help it. I don't care if you're Angelina Jolie or what doctor, whoever the fuck you are. You cannot tell me I can't control my mind. Andrew, if you got depressed, you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. I reject that. I reject that absolutely. If I got depressed, I would fix it because I'm Andrew Tate. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, really, Angelina Jolie? Oh, shit. Well, I felt sad yesterday. Maybe I'm still sad now. Maybe I am depressed. And then you just become another cog in the machine. It's all a control mechanism. And the more people who buy into this, the worse. I had a guy come to me recently and said, I can't get a better job because I'm really depressed. I said, no. You're depressed because you haven't got a better job. It's the other way around. Of course you're depressed. Your life is shit. What do you want me to say to you? Your life is terrible. You have no girlfriend and you're broke. You're fat. What do you want me to say? Your life is bad. If you have a bad life, you're going to be an unhappy person. I said, if you were me, you'd be happy. You know, so this is what it is. So you need to have your own little empire you're in charge of. And if you can find that, whatever that is, then you're usually going to be happy. I don't buy into this crap that, you know, people who have everything right in their life are still depressed. Well, I can tell you from my personal experience, I'm fine. And the only time I was ever pissed off or sad in my life is when I was broke. And now I'm rich and I'm fine. So don't buy into that lie, because it's a lie. I don't like being asked for motivation. It bothers me. If someone comes to me and says, Andrew, please motivate me, I just look at them and say, you're never going to make it. Because motivation runs out. And truthfully, once your mind is right, you become immune to motivations. You do what you're supposed to do because it needs to be done. You do what you're supposed to do because you're a man, and the thing must be done, and you're the man who's going to do it. You don't feel motivated any day, and you don't feel unmotivated any day. That whole framework of how you feel about the task vanishes. It's like you're never motivated to breathe, you just do it because you have to. You're never motivated to take a piss, you just need a piss. That's how it goes. I'm not motivated to train, I have to train. I'm not motivated to work, I have to work. People call it discipline, you can call it discipline, I call it duty. There's nothing you could say to me to hype me up, to make me want to piss more or breathe more. I'm already going to do it. So there's no motivational speech you could give me that would make me go, yeah! I'll just be like, yeah, well, duh, I know all this. I'm already going to do it. So what are you talking about? When you reach the promised land, you will become immune to motivations. You won't even want it. It's a distraction. It's annoying. When people ask me for motivation, it's like an anorexic person coming up to me, and they're all skinny. They're starving, and they say, convince me to eat. What do you mean? Well, tell me how that pasta tastes like. Convince me to eat. And I feel like saying, you're fucking anorexic. You're about to die. Why don't you want to eat it? Why do I have to convince you to want it? It's right there. All you have to do is dedicate yourself, and you clearly need it. You need it.